Hey, I'm Jay Thomas. Welcome to this week's edition of Hot Rod Hangout. We're looking at what's new at Rod's Hot Rods.
It's been a busy week. Busy
It has been very busy. We got a whole pile of cool stuff to look at today, like 7 new vehicles. And that's like doesn't even touch the list of stuff that's kind of here, but not in this building.
Yeah,
we're finishing a few things. We're working on a few things.
Coming. I was actually even in the driver's seat yesterday, driving the truck, bringing in something home.
Yep. Exactly. So some pretty cool stuff we're going to take you through right now. Some pretty mind-blowing stuff, which is pretty fun. So buckle up. Let's get ready to roll here.
All right.
Alrighty. You can go back in here. Are we going to start with this very first one on my left? Like the very first one right there. Are we starting with that? Why not, hey?
Yeah, let's start out with the bang.
Exactly. Check this out.
1954 Mercury Sun Valley. Those who don't know what Sun Valley is, that means it has a glass top.
So
it's a Mercury Monterey.
That's right, yeah.
And the Sun Valley is that's what means the glass top.
Exactly, that's this. You know, I think it's actually some sort of early version of plexiglass.
Yeah.
It's kind of plastic. Some of the products did have actual glass in them, right?
Yeah, they were kind of green. This is kind of it's kind of smoky.
It's kind of a smoky thing. So this is, it's a really cool car because we don't see that many Mercuries get done, in terms of restorations.
Well, let's start with this one. This was built 26 years ago. So King Customs out of Sherwood Park built this.
Yeah.
In like 26 years ago. So the paint's 26 years old, and it looks like it could have been painted like last week. Like it's
that perfect.
And but back then it was restored to original condition.
Right.
So within the last 5 years, there's been a whole bunch of upgrades to this thing.
Yeah.
That's something you don't even see, but to make it a fantastic driver. This car just drove to Radium Hot Springs and back.
From Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I think I know how to get this open. Well in hand. Okay,
So the factory motor's gone.
Okay.
So this is a 312 out of a 57 Bird.
It's a real Y block.
The real Y block 312 with the real dual quad setup. So the dual they call it the Teapot 4 barrels.
Now those are really rare.
Super rare. This whole setup, like the intake, this setup is super, super rare.
Yeah.
So these carburetors were sent away to the carb doctor in BC, and they run, this car runs amazing.
It does, and it just came back from a huge,
So obviously the different rad, right, the aluminum rad.
Yeah.
You can tell with the brake system, that's not normal.
That's right.
So you can tell by that, or most people can tell by that, this has got 4-wheel disc brakes now.
Yes, so it's really streetable.
Upgraded.
That's
It's
right.
also upgraded to power steering.
Okay.
Which it wouldn't have had
from factory, but it's done the factory style. I mean, one or similar factory style, anyways. Close. Yeah. Very cool under here.
Yeah, like I said, the 4-wheel disc brakes.
And those are bigger 15s now?
15s, yep.
I think they're 15s now. We actually have some different hubcaps we're going to put on this.
They're sitting in the car. We haven't got them out of the package yet.
They're in the box over there. We're gonna try some different looks. Inside, it gets pretty cool because you think, okay, this is mostly stock. Oh, digital gauges, right?
Which is nice because it's all in kilometers per hour. So
that's right. It says miles, but it actually displays in kilometers.
It does it both.
Oh, does it both?
It does both. It shows you both.
Oh, very cool. This is wild because we actually have like a billet steering wheel with the correct red leather, but look what's in the middle. Like
that's been custom milled in there.
Milled to get that to all work.
And I did a tilt wheel.
That's right. Yeah, it's a tilt wheel. Even though it looks down here, it looks factory, but up here it's a tilt, which is really cool.
And the transmission has been changed into a 200R, so it's a 4-speed automatic.
That's right. Yeah, which just makes it that much more highway drivable, basically. A modern stereo, even though it looks vintage, which is cool. Clock is ticking away right there. Look at that. This is so cool sitting in this thing with the.
It's actually trippy. I drove this for a couple of days and I drove it home on the highway. And there's so much glass around you. It's pretty trippy driving.
Yeah, it is. Now, the thing we haven't talked about, besides the fact that it's a really cool car and it's really well done and it's restored by a famous restorer, it was done for a very famous person too.
It was.
This was restored originally for Canadian heartthrob and 50s rock and roller Bobby Curtola.
See, now, that name didn't really do anything for me. But when I told my in-laws, like my wife's parents and my parents and anybody of that vintage, you tell about this, they're like, oh yeah, Bobby. Because he must have been, like you said, he was like an old heartthrob back then.
He was like one of the very early teenage heartthrobs. There he is right there. Bobby Curtola, Singing Away. So he had some really big hits back in the 50s and into the early 60s. If you just, you'll find music you'll know right away. That you'll even me, somebody, I recognize the songs. So
You're kind of more of an old soul, though.
I kind of am. Yeah, let's be honest. So A, it's got a really cool story, and B, it's a super cool, rear engine car, and
super restoration. Even all brand new. The interior's all brand new from front to back. This glass top is brand new. That took 3 days to install that.
Yeah.
So Continental kit.
Continental kit is really cool. The interior is finished perfect. The trunk is finished really perfectly. It runs and drives great.
I've driven it personally. It's actually, I had this car at the Warman car show, the very last car show of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
That was.
So it's pretty. We actually even have a spare brand new windshield for it.
Yeah.
It's actually way up there, but it's that wild, that cool. So if you're into the 50s, man, it's pretty hard to find a 50s car that looks this good, that drives as good as this one. That is still very original,
original
looking, but it's like a half original powertrain. So it's got the sound of an old engine, but it's got the reliability of that new transmission and
proven driver.
Yeah, proven driver. So, okay, which one are we doing next? By the way, that's sold. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah.
Are we going right here?
I don't know what we got over here.
There's so many cool things.
I don't know. I just pick one.
Here we go. Let's do this one.
Okay, these are super popular. AC Cobra, 1965. Okay, as a disclaimer, this is not a real AC Cobra.
Well, that's going to be the first question everybody asks. A real AC Cobra done by Carroll Shelby in California and built by AC of London, of England, would be how much, Rod?
As a guess, I don't know. Today, 3-4 million. I don't know.
Like a lot of money.
Millions.
Millions. A crazy amount of money.
So obviously, this is not. One of those.
But it is a really high-end replica of an AC Cobra.
Yes. There are some that aren't as nice as others. This is a really nice one.
Yeah,
this
it
is
is.
Done.
It's done really well.
Yeah.
So interestingly enough, under here, you see 427 Cobra. However, that's actually not a 427, right?
This is actually a 383 Chevy Stroker.
Yes.
And is built by a racing motor company out of Quebec. And it's about 500 horse.
That's right.
And as soon as you fire it up, it's 500 horse.
Yeah,
It sounds crazy.
But they managed to get valve covers that look like a 427.
Yeah, well, they use adapters.
Yeah, that's right.
On the Chev heads, and then to adapt to the Ford valve cover.
Right. 6-speed manual transmission.
This is an actual Tremec 6-speed. It's not like a junkyard one. This is an actual T56 Tremec 6-speed.
We do have Carroll's signature on there. But real wood dash, real wood steering wheel, and
it's all push button. All your functions there.
Yep. For drivability, we've got 4-wheel disc brakes, right?
4-wheel disc brakes, and there's ceramic disc brakes.
Oh, right.
Just like on the new ZR1 Corvettes, these are very, very costly brakes.
Yep.
This is a costly restoration.
And even there's coilovers on all 4 corners, right?
It's all done, right? We have the picture book, like the photographs of the restoration on this car, too.
Right. Yeah.
Which we don't always get, which is kind of nice to have.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Some of the bills and everything.
By the time that you're watching this, man, oh man, the people that have been streaming through the door today, I have to say there's at least 5 people that I want to see that Shelby.
Yeah.
They're looking at the Shelby.
Very, very popular.
Yeah. So I doubt it's going to be here for very long. So that's pretty cool.
Which way do we go now?
I think we got to go over here.
Okay.
Man, there's nothing but cool stuff today.
This one just came in too. So, do we get the keys for this one?
We're going to have to.
Yeah, we're going to have to get the keys for this one.
Okay, we got a 2001.
Yep.
Right? Chevy. And if you're a Chevy fanatic, you're going to know a couple things a little bit different about this one. First off, the pinstriping is really cool. This is the factory color, because we know with the jams and everything, but it's just perfect paint on this. And that hood, although it fits this half-ton body well, is actually out of a Super Duty, an HD truck, right?
About 5 minutes.
And it's amazing.
Amazing.
You're stuffing your face.
Really good. Dallas brought them.
Yeah, I know. Dallas is out to make us all fat. Look at this. Beautiful
This
condition.
is a gorgeous truck.
It is. It is. Why don't you hop in there and let's show the party trick, right?
Oh, I got to finish this first.
Okay.
I'll just eat it while I'm doing this.
Well, how about we just talk about this? Nothing special to actually look at when we're opening the hood, because surprisingly enough, for a truck that's built like this one is, it has a V6, right? Mm-hmm. So it's very customized, and you'll see its party trick in just a second. But it is a V6 truck. You're still eating. I'm waiting for you to keep talking. He's laughing now. Don't choke.
Oh yeah. These pinstripes are pretty cool too.
They are really cool. I'm gonna go down here for the party trick. Here we go. Look at that.
That's better.
That's better. Rubbin's racing. It's always better lower.
This is all new rear suspension. This is a Tri-Link suspension, the AccuAir, very high-end air system. This has all been welded in the back.
This is crazy. Like, it's actually been filled in, but like professionally welded and filled in.
This panel comes up so you can access all your air, right? So it's got an 8.5 gallon tank, so it's bigger than normal. Bigger dual air compressors, so it's not always running constantly, right?
Yep. Well, and then when you drop this, you can actually see, look at how well this is even finished. Yep. That's the stack, the extra room they needed.
Yeah, and welded all the way along.
Look at how nice it is. It's like you couldn't have done a better. Nobody could have done a better job than that. Honestly, it's perfect. It's
you should have seen the garage where I went to pick this up.
Yeah.
That was kind of crazy. I was trying to buy the other ones in the garage.
Cadillac
taillights. No part of that.
Amazing pinstriping. So
the pinstriping actually was done by a Saskatoon guy, Sean DK.
Oh yeah.
Everyone kind of knows him in the car thing. He's got his 59 Impala. But yeah, he did the striping on this.
Wildly cool.
Very, very good.
Wildly cool.
These are actually two-piece wheels too. They're intros.
Oh wow.
Just everything about the truck is just spot on. Like, it's good.
What's even more astounding is that this truck, before it was customized, was taken care of.
Yep.
Like by somebody who was as fanatical as like somebody like me, because that's got 200,000 kilometers on it.
Showing on the odometer.
On the odometer, and you could look underneath this truck. You could just about eat off the bottom of it. It is.
And the interior is
so good.
Mint.
Yeah, the interior is absolutely flawless and mint. So it's a really impressive truck that somebody
This is one you
took.
have to see in person. Did you talk about the hood?
Yes, I did talk about the hood. Yeah,
Great.
yeah, I
a lot
showed
of
the
stuff
hood.
in my face with a donut.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Dallas.
Okay, we're gonna do one more truck while we're over here.
This is kind of a special one.
This just arrived. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one that's on consignment. We're dealing with the family's estate on this. This is one of those trucks that it doesn't photograph properly. I'm not sure why, but when you see it in person, it's absolutely stunning.
So it's called Dusty Rose Metallic. That's a custom, like there's the list. You really gotta check out our website because we got the whole list of things that describe this truck. Let's start with the fact it was owned by the same family for its entire life. So when it was sold new, it was sold to the family, and it's been in the family ever since it was new. It's been through 3 different restorations since the 80s. And every time it was done again, it was done to the next level and customized again and further and further and further to perfection. So it's absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild. Inside is gorgeous.
Yeah. It's hard to explain. You have to see it.
It's a power seat. It is, new digital dash.
They give them like all the plastic on the floors.
Oh yeah,
like,
they've got it protected so you can't get it dirty. So it's a frame. I was reading up on this. The frame is out of, I think, a 1970 F-150.
See how heavy that door is?
I know.
That's crazy.
The 351 Cleveland is out of a 70 Mustang along with the TMX automatic. If we look underneath this, even the leaf springs are chromed. The leaf springs are chromed. So
yeah, the suspension is crazy. Like the undercarriage is crazy.
It's absolutely wild. It's there's 60 coats of clear coat on the wood. That makes up what's here in the box. And like I say, if it looks a little dusty, we haven't actually gotten to clean it just yet.
It just rolled in.
Exactly, just rolled in. Foose wheels.
Of course, 4-wheel discs always.
4-wheel discs, yeah. QA1 suspension components.
One cool thing on this one that I didn't even notice until we seen the party trick. This has got a tilt front end on it.
It does.
Power.
Do you want to get the keys? You want back and get some keys? They're on the table.
Are they?
Yep.
This is going to be a longer video today.
It's going to be a longer video. Yeah, you start to see there's no seam right there. We've got a seam here that flows that way. So that's pretty cool.
Hey, doing a video.
Oh, we got some more guests here coming in. It's a busy place. So you grab the square, what looks like a Chevy key, that one there, and we stick it in here. And I think we go towards the front. And we got to go all the way or it'll kind of come back down, I was told.
The bodywork involved to make this work properly is incredible.
It is. Okay, stays right there. Look at the inside of this. It's even like fender lined inside. This truck has not driven though. It's simply gone from car show on a trailer.
Air conditioning.
Yeah, it's an AC unit vehicle.
Look at this thing.
It's absolutely everything.
Wow.
March pulley system. Everything is either billet aluminum chromed, booster is chromed, Willwood disc brake kit. Even look at the control arms. They're chrome.
This is crazy.
Or I guess that's the twin I-beam thing, isn't it? Yeah. But I mean, there's even a cover for the filter that's chromed. I'm gonna go around the other side here. So this is like an incredible amount of custom work and
even the bulkhead for your air conditioning lines, like it's just like attention to details.
Yeah, and this piece is all set in here. On top of that, it's all Ford parts in a Ford. So different Fords make up this Ford, but it's all there. Here we go. 1970 351 model F47. So there's serial number. Everything is customized into that plate right there. It is wild. Just wait till we have this absolutely detailed.
Should we just leave it open for now?
Yeah, we should. In here, this is really cool. Come on in here, Rod. Power windows, a power bench seat, and then hiding in the glove box.
Oh, look at that. All your air conditioning controls.
Air conditioning controls are in here. Stereo. There's even a remote for the stereo. And I gotta make sure I close that properly. And right behind here is a 6-disc CD changer as well, which we don't see those very often anymore in the vehicles. So it is amazing.
Colors are nice. Like I said, the color doesn't show in the pictures, right? You got to see it.
You do. You do. And what a great combination. Yeah, and it has a blue pearl in the paint, and that's what makes it just.
I actually seen this truck outside when I first seen it.
Yep.
And it was outside, and it was like you could see the pearl. It was great.
So it's like an award-winning, show-stopping truck.
Yeah, you want a truck. You want the best. This is the truck.
This is the truck. It's set up to drive perfectly, but it hasn't done any driving since its last restoration. But it's ready to go. Yeah. So it's wild. We could go all day on this, but we got one more to check out.
No, we got a couple more yet.
A couple more still. Okay. Where are we going now?
Yeah, we talked about we had a 70 Vista Cruiser wagon. Vista Cruiser.
Yes. Hanging out down the street. It was like the exact wagon out of that 70s show.
And it was with all the windows on top. It was LS swap too.
Oh,
but it lasted for a day, and then our own Darby bought it.
Yeah, Darby bought it again. We got to go up here. We're gonna work our way back because it's poking out of the window here.
Oh yeah.
One of them on our list. That's why I'm walking all the way up to the front. This Corvette's leaving apparently. We got this guy. That's that little
2002 GMC, the lowered one that I had. That was my driver this summer.
It was.
And the couple that we bought it from, they bought a condo, and I guess they don't have room for it, so we bought it back. And I think I might have sold it today again, so it might be gone.
Gone already. Okay, we're speaking of returns. That's where we're going next. Actually, is this one right here?
Yeah, this.
I love this. I mean, I'm kind of a Buick guy, so look at this.
69. 69. That's right. 69 Buick.
69 Buick Skylark Custom with a Buick 455 in it.
Very stout 455.
Yes, not any Buick 455. You could get in 70 to 72 a 455 in the Skylark, but it was called a Grand Sport. There was just one model, GS, right? Yeah. But you never would get it in just what was considered a Skylark at that time. So it's got more surprises though.
We have the full list online on this car.
Yeah, the entire workup of it is pretty wild. And double pull it again. There you go.
Oh, a little dusty yet.
Got to get our guys on that. Performance everything with this.
Looks like Kevin's been off for a little while.
Headers and yeah, Kevin's been off for a little while. Yeah, exactly. Posi in it now. 2.5 inch.
This is supposed to be like about 600 horse. Like it's
crazy. I mean,
I've actually driven this and it drives very well. There's lots of power.
There sure is.
Is this cruise control?
Yes, it does have cruise.
Aftermarket cruise.
Aftermarket cruise
Cool.
that's been added in, which is pretty neat.
Disc brake conversion, I see that.
Yep, disc brake conversion. Well, no, you could get disc brakes with this car. They had front discs.
I thought I read on there was a conversion kit put on.
Yeah. I suppose that's
Possibly.
True. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But a really cool factory interior that's largely original.
Blue on blue.
Yeah, blue on blue is really handsome. Shifter is now on the floor rather than the column, but other than that, it's and a couple extra gauges.
17-inch.
Pretty stock.
17-inch stock looking wheels.
Yeah, bigger, but with the right center caps to finish it all off. So nice color, and it's like the gentleman's sports car.
Yeah.
But this one is going to outperform anything else you find, and it sounds great. I always loved the back end that was curved in like that.
Yeah,
pretty
and
cool. That was a 1 year only thing too, so pretty neat.
We got one left.
We got one left to look at. And that's this.
The old Mopar Duster.
Another blue. Look at that. What year?
70.
70. The back end of these is always probably the coolest.
One of my favorites in the A body. I like the Dusters way more than the Darts, but that's my personal preference. A couple odd things like there's no wing on it, which you would normally see, but this car never ever came with the wing from factory.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's how it
are
was
the
built.
black stripes a factory thing?
I believe so. I haven't coded the tag yet, but
okay.
I think everything should be pretty close.
I like these. Member of the Rapid Transit System, Plymouth makes it. Look at that.
The one change, a couple changes. This is a factory 3-speed car. Now it's a 4-speed.
Oh, okay.
We got the factory 3-speed shifter back in the trunk.
Yeah, we got a pistol grip.
That's not factory either. So that was added in the.
But that's a Mopar thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but not for this year though.
Right.
Or not. Sorry, not for the A bodies. Never ever had them.
But look at the gauges.
We got the rally
full gauges,
rally gauges tack
with the tack in the middle, and a trip meter, which almost never see with the little.
Yeah, that's cool.
The little button. That was an extra option on top of the rally gauges, right? So that's pretty loaded up. The white and the blue is awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
They're perfect seats. The dashboards, everything about this car is just so well done.
You got to look at the underside. If you can get the camera down there.
Okay, I'll see if I can crawl.
It's all painted bottom. This is.
Holy! See if I can tilt it up. Look at that.
We never got the keys, but in the trunk is just like brand new. In the trunk.
That's wild. Wow, beautiful car. Beautiful. If you're into Mopars, this is like.
It's odd too because they had the flat hood, which was stock, right? If you go to 71, then they had the dual scoops.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
But
they had the different grille too. Like the 71s had in my opinion, had the nicer grille.
Yep. But this is done back to
how it was.
Factory specs, right? So. Oh.
Yeah, it's nice. Whoa. Like the proper.
It's the proper everything.
Yeah.
It's
for the most part.
I mean, like look at even the Chrysler there, and
the right clamps.
The right clamps are on it, and the stickers, and except for the battery needing maybe a cover. Even we've got emission stickers.
Yeah, so there's your B5.
Yep. Right there. Wow.
Yeah, nice.
And headers.
TTI headers, that's the other change.
Okay.
It was done. That was a design choice that the builder did.
Right. So like just very minimal changes from what would be a perfectly stock, but we're talking headers, a transmission that's more.
It was still a factory manual car.
That's right. But let's face it, a 4-speed is just nicer to drive.
Yep. That was a very common thing to do. I guess back in the day when you ordered this car, going from a 3-speed to a 4-speed, that was a big option. That was a big dollar ticket.
Really expensive.
Yes.
Really.
So that's why you see most of them were 3-speeds.
Right. Yeah,
factory.
makes sense. Makes sense. And they were kind of economy cars to start, so who wanted to spend the money on something like that?
Yeah, just to, like,
Beautiful.
this is probably just as nice, if not nicer, than the pink one that we had that went to Barrett.
That's right. Yeah, this is... Okay, Rod.
Okay, what we got coming? Well, we still got our stuff we haven't shown yet. It's buried in the back. We haven't had time. Our 55 Crown.
Yep,
it's ready to go.
Yep.
75 Pro Street Ford truck, or 81 LS C10 is waiting to get the hood painted. Our orange short box, still Josh is working on that. Our Meter 2 truck is back from upholstery.
Yep.
That's across the street too. The 3 new ones coming in though. We got a 71 Challenger ragtop shaker hood.
Oh, cool.
Orange.
Yep.
And we have a 73 Challenger, numbers matching, 340 red. White top, white interior. This Challenger is like about as perfect as you'll ever find one.
Nice.
And then we got a 2016 B5 Blue Hellcat coming.
Ooh, Mopar's on the way.
Mopar's on the way.
Cool. Well, if you saw something you like, hey, go to rodshotrods.ca, pictures, pricing, details, all there. You can make one of these yours. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll keep up to date with what we're doing here at the shop. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Hot Rod Hangout.